The way to do that is I'm going to actually come to this my modify panel again. So I'm going to use my fillet command. This is the fillet icon. Make sure you're not selecting the chamfer. They are actually different. This one is a straight line, but this one is actually curved. Okay, the icon are actually different. And if you can't find the fillet icon, you can actually type F for your fillet shortcut, then enter. You can type Fi for your fillet shortcut or F, then enter. Then you're going to just right click, select radius. Then I'm going to select a radius of 8. I'm going to type a radius of 8, then enter. Then I'm going to come over here, click, then come over here, click also. Enter again, click enter to bring back your fillet command. Click this and also click this. Click enter again to bring back your fillet command. Click this and also click this. You're actually having curved, and curved, right? Now the next thing I'm going to do, as I said earlier, you can't actually create 3D from just lines joined together. You need to make the line joint, right? And as I said earlier, to use a region command to join lines, they must be enclosed. If not, it will give you error. Now, since this one is not enclosed, you can't use region command here. What I'm actually saying is, if you're going to be using region command, then it will be on something like this. Okay, this one is enclosed object, right? It's enclosed shape. But what we are dealing with is not enclosed. This is what we are dealing with. So we can't actually use region to join this line together. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using another command which is called pedit. And pedit means polyline edit. So I'm going to type pedit on my keyboard and I'll enter. Now what it does is it actually joins the line without the shape being enclosed. So I'm going to come over here and click on this. Then I'll click enter. It says, do you want to turn into one? Yes, enter. Now come over here and click and select join. I'm going to use window selector to select everything. So I'm going to use window selection to select everything. So now I'm going to select everything. I'm just going to do that. Then I'll enter. As you can see, it says 6 segments added to polyline. Yeah, so close, or you can just escape, click escape. Now, as you can see, everything is joined together. There are no more single lines, right? I'm going to go back to my top view from my view controls. I'm going to select top from my view controls. I'm going to zoom into this. And I'll just use my orbit from my navigation bar. I'm going to use orbit, or I just type ORBIT from my keyboard if you're not finding this. So I'm going to orbit somehow like this, orbit. So I'm going to zoom into it very well so I'll see it clearly. I'm going to use my circle command from my draw panel, okay, or I'll just type C for my circle shortcut, then enter. I'm going to come here and click, then I'll draw or I'll move my mouse and specify a radius of 1.2, then enter. So I'm having a circle of radius of 1.2. Now what I'm going to use, I want to create 3D from these two objects, from a circle and a path. Now I'm going to use a sweep command. Now what this sweep command does is it's going to create an object of this shape, but it's going to be through this path. What I'm saying is this circle will actually move through this path. As it's moving, it will continuously create a 3D around it. Now this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to say. Let me do it. So I'm going to use my sweep command, SWEEP. Normal sweep normal sweep spelling. So I'm going to enter. I'm going to come over here and click enter. Then come over here to the path and click again. As you can see, it says it's selecting. It's actually giving me what I actually want, right? As you can see, it's giving me what I want. Okay, so I'm going to go over to my view controls, back to my right view again. This time around, I'm going to move over to this area. So I'm going to use my line command again. Click on line, or I'll type L, then enter my line. I'll now hold down my control, right click and select midpoint. Now come over to this line over here. As you can see, this line over here above at the water level. Okay, click and go to the right. Make sure your auto is on. If your auto is not on, as you can see, mine is off. So switch it on so that you have a straight line. So go to the right, type 10, enter. Now go up and type 2, enter. Now escape that. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to move my rail, which is this. I'm going to move it to this edge. I wonder how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that using my move command from my modify panel. I'll just type M on my keyboard, then enter. So I'm going to come over here and click move, right click, select. I'm going to use move again. it says select object. I'm going to select this object. I'll just window select it, or you can just come over here and click, then enter. Then hold down your control, right click and select center. Now from here, I'll come over here to the shutter handle. Come over here and click. Now I can move my rail anywhere. I'm gonna move it to the line that I just draw, but I'm gonna hold down my control, right click and select endpoint first. I'm gonna come over here and click. That's the endpoint. So I'm gonna window, or I'll cross select this. As you can see the way I'm selecting it, make sure you're selecting it the way I'm selecting it, or better still, for easy task, you can actually come over the line, click, also click just the two lines that you drew just now. Now I delete. As you can see, this is what I've got. Now I'm going to go back to my top view. As you can see, this is what I got. I'm going to zoom into it. As you can see, the handle is actually in the center of my swimming pool, and I don't need it to be, I need it to be two. So one over here, one over here. So the way to do that, I'm going to move this to the right, and I'll mirror the other one. Okay. Now the way to do it, as we did earlier, move, or you type M on your keyboard, move. Now I'm going to select this object, enter, then right click and select okay, yeah, I'm gonna move. Sorry, I'm gonna do that again. I'll click on move icon, click on this object, then enter. Then I'm gonna hold down my control, right click and select center. Now I'm gonna come over here. Click, then move. Make sure your auto is on as you're following me. Okay, now move to the right. Make sure you don't click as you move to the right. Just move to the right anywhere. Just move anywhere. Then type 10 for your distance. Then enter again. As you can see, it's moving from the center to this point with a distance of 10. Now I'm going to mirror to duplicate this object to the right. Okay, at the same distance from the center. Now the way to do that is I'm going to use my mirror command from my modify panel. As you can see, the mirror icon is not here. You can just click this arrow to find the mirror icon here. This is it over here, or you can just type MI on your keyboard for your mirror shortcut. Then enter. Then you can select this as your mirror, as your object. Enter again. Then I'm going to hold down my control, right click and select midpoint. I'm going to come over here and click, or come over here and click anywhere. Just click and move up. Now it doesn't matter the distance you move. Just make sure you're specifying a vertical line. Now just move up and click again. Now it says, do you want to erase source object? Now what it's actually saying is, do you want to erase this object and keep this? If you say yes, then you're going to lose this, but you have this. But if you say no, both are going to be existing. Okay, I'm going to select both. So no, enter. So that's it, having the two objects over here. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to update to see what I got. As you can see, this is what I got. Exactly what I want, right? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to be making my stair. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back to top view. Then I'll try to zoom into this into the object. Then I'm going to use my rectangle tool again. Okay, I'm going to click on rectangle. I'll just come over here. I'll right click. I'll hold down my control, right click, then select. This time around, you select quadrant. Then come over to the edge here. Make sure it's not the edge over here. Make sure it's not the edge over here. Make sure it's the one over here. Click on it, then drag. Then specify. I need to specify 20 and 3 for your dimension. So right click and select dimension. I need to specify 20 for the length. Enter. Then 3 for the 3.2 for the width. Enter again. Now you can actually place it like this, but I need you to place it like this so that we'll have a rail this way. Sorry, we'll have a stair this way, not this way, not this way, not this way, but this way. Just come over down, come down after clicking the dimension, then click. As you can see, it's placed that way we want, right? Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to orbit and extrude this rectangle. But before extrusion, I needed to move it down a bit. Now this is not what I actually want. As you can see, it's actually above the water, right? It's actually above the water level. I need it to be very close to the water level. Okay, this is not what I want. So I'm going to make it very close to water level. So the way to do it is I'm going to use the move command. Okay,